guys, welcome back to my channel. And whew, it's been a while, but nevertheless, no stress. I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna do a quick tutorial. It's gonna be a talk over because I really just want to get back into doing the makeup, and then I'm gonna do another video. Well, I have recorded another video that's going to kind of like give you guys an update on where I've been, everything that's been happening. And without further ado, let's get beat. First, I'm going to go in with my Garnier Fructis micellar water and just make sure that I don't have any residue of anything on my skin. I want to start with a nice clean base. Next, I'm going to go with my Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. I like it because it's like a dry oil and it kind of sinks into my skin. And then I'm going to go in with my Lancome Genifique. And I'm going to just put that on there. Rub it in. And I'm going to get started with brows. I like to use the NYX pencil in, I believe it's Espresso. I'm using this color because my hair is a little bit light. And I try to go a little bit lighter with my brows. Right now I'm just taking the basic clear gel. I don't even remember where I got this from, to be completely honest. I want to say it's Essence. Don't let me lie. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my NYX pencil in Espresso. And I'm going to kind of start outlining where my brow is. I know there's hairs missing there, but I would potentially want hairs to be there. So I kind of just sketch it out, you know, of what my brow could potentially be if God had blessed me with such. But you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, God is always blessing me. I'll never doubt that. God is always blessing me. Next, I'm going to use two concealers. I'm going to use my regular concealer that I use often, which is NARS Almond. And I'm going to use, I believe it's Too Faced and Butterscotch. And I'm going to go ahead and start to sculpt out my brows. And I like to use the Butterscotch because it's a lighter shade. And it kind of gives that lift that I want, you know, and need for the drama. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and start priming my face. I like to use the Fenty primer. And I like to pat it in first in my problem areas, which are like right there by my cheeks where I have the most pores. And then my smile lines around my mouth. And then I go in with a second layer. And you know, sometimes you just need a little extra protection. Next, I'm going to go in with the corrector shade in the NYX Concealer Quad in Dark, I believe. I like this one because it's not too orange, but it's not too, you know, pink. And it really does cover up my darkness and not really like stand out under my foundation, which is something that I really like in the corrector. So I put it on first with my brush, and then I go back in with my beauty blender and I blend it all out. I also like how creamy it is. It really does cover up my darkness well. Makes a nice even base for when I go in with my foundation. Okay, so today we're going to use the Infallible Pro Glow 24-hour wear in 212. And this is my summer shade. Now usually I don't use this color and it's really red. I know some people are like, well, it's kind of red, but that's just me. You know, when I tan, I tan. My melanin be popping. Next, I'm going to take my NARS concealer, Creamy Radiant Concealer, in almond. I know before I said almond, but it's almond. It's almond. I'm pretty sure it's almond. Now you see, I don't really like make the triangle anymore. I kind of just try to place it where, you know, I have the hollowness in my face. And then you see me mapping out my 5 head, you know, creating that look. Next, I took the Makeup Revolution foundation stick and I just used it to contour my face. And I'm spraying myself down with the Morphe Mist Spray. And I'm just going to go ahead and start to blend that out. It is kind of dark, but I promise you guys, I promise you, if you see like the rest of my body compared to my face, like my body is super tan. And I kind of got to try to match it. Next, I'm going to go in and I'm going to start blending out my nose contour. I was a little bit sloppy with it this time. Next time, I promise next time it's not going to be this sloppy. I promise. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty blender. I love the black beauty blender. And I'm going to start blending out my concealer, going up to the forehead. I like to blend in and mix in my contour with my concealer just so they like kind of like marry together. Really be focused on that forehead, y'all. Then I go down to my chin. I blend that out. And then I notice it's a little bit not what I want there, so I add some extra concealer. Same NARS Almond. I gotta get that right. And I just blend that just to add a little lift around the corners of the mouth and to clean up any excess, you know, contour that I got a little too crazy with. And you see, I just blended all the way up. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and just start blending out the outside of the concealer. I don't really touch right under my eye until I'm about to just blend it all the way out. And I try not to tap too hard. I'm really trying to tap really light because I don't want to move the product. I want it to stay there. That's why I let it sit there, you know, as long as I did. So I start around the edges, blend it out, and then boom, 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 you know, pounce it under my eye, blend it all the way through. Blend out right above the cupid's bow. And you know, that's it. Then I'm going to go in with my Fenty concealer in the color 390. And it's light. I know it's light, but I just want a little lift. You know? A little extra pizzazz. So I just added there. Not too much. Then I let it dry down still. And I try to just keep it right there where I have that little, you see that little line, that little crease? I just want to make sure that that gets lifted. And then I just 1, 2, 2 under my eyes. Next, I'm just looking around. I'm just cleaning up anything I see. Just want to make sure it looks how I want it to look. Now I believe I'm going to go in with my complexion color and I'm going to set under my eyes. I like to do this first before I put any, you know, setting powder or anything on it, because it kind of gives you like that insurance plan that after you wipe it off, it's not going to be ashy. You know, and you know, nobody wants to look ashy, especially not while I'm this tan. Don't want to be looking ashy under the eyes. So I make sure I put that on first, and then I also set the rest of my face with it because I like to use a setting powder all over my face as well. Alright, I get my Laura Mercier little powder puff. It's hard to say that, powder puff. And I start setting under my eyes. I try to set my nose contour, of course. My nails in the way, not letting me be great. I can't even maneuver the powder puff. They've gotten so long. So I'm setting under my eyes, my forehead, my chin, my nose. Next, I go in with my Real Techniques detailer brush and I just kind of like press it in. I don't really use that much powder in the first place, so I kind of just press it in instead of baking because my skin is already kind of dry and it's hot outside, so I just want that extra insurance. Now I just went ahead and dusted off all the extra powder, and I'm going to go in with Deep Dark Mineral Skin Finish from MAC, and I'm going to put it all over my face. Then I'm going to go in with Fenty's Mocha Mommy, and I'm going to just add to my contour. I really like that it takes the greatness of the contour foundation stick and adds a little bit of warmth to it. You know, I definitely want to look like I'm warmed up with the summer glow. I'm taking Mocha Mommy again, and I'm just going and just, you know, defining my nose contour with this little brush. I got it in a holiday set from MAC as a gift. I don't know exactly which one, but I just like it for this. It's small and tapered, and it just really works really well. Now you see I'm going to go ahead and dust off this excess powder, but I just went ahead and put it right back because I got ready to do my eyes. So now I'm taking the pizza palette from Glam Light, and I believe this color is called Bacon. Now I don't eat bacon, but I like this color on my eyes. I have the e.l.f., I believe it's a concealer brush, a concealer blending brush, but I just like how it distributes the color on my eyes. Big and it's fluffy, gets the job done. So I just go ahead and blend it out and try to make sure that they're matched up. I'm still using the same color, Bacon. Alright, I got that brown shade. It's called Meatball on my Real Techniques fluffy blender brush, and I just love the little names of all the different colors. I think one is like mushroom, one is like cheese. They're so funny. But anyways, let me get back focused. Okay, so we're going into the crease. We're deepening up the crease. I didn't want to use black because I don't want it to be that dark of a smoky eye, and it's not even going to be that smoky. I promise you this. I promise you. Next, I'm going to take the Neon palette, the orange one from Huda Beauty. I really love all of these colors, especially this summer. Neons were definitely popping. And I just used my finger because, I don't know, for some reason, with these shimmery shades, they just apply better when you use your finger. I tried to brush before, but it wasn't showing up as brilliant as I wanted it to. If you see me making this little ugly face, I'm just trying to focus on, you know, the placement of my eyeshadow. I don't want the shimmer eyeshadow to get too crazy. I'm really trying to keep it on the lid. Next, I'm going to take the hot pink shade inside of that same palette, and I'm going to put it on my bottom lid on the inner corner though. I'll probably go about halfway, just about halfway with this one. Alright, I'm going to take red onions in the Glam Light Pizza palette, and I'm going to just put it on the outer half of my bottom lid. Alright, then I'm going to take that same red onions and over where I put the dark shade, just to make the darkness, create a little crease, I'm going to put the purple because I wanted a little bit of color. I want it to be festive. So I just took red onions and I blended it in. I picked up that blending brush and I just went over where I put the purple because I didn't want harsh lines. Okay, now I'm dusting away the excess powder. Everything looks set. I'm really liking this look so far. Okay, you'll see me take that Real Techniques brush again and just make sure that any powder that was underneath my eyes is blended out and is set. Nothing's under there, nothing looks cakey. Alright, I did my lashes off camera. Okay, next I'm going in with the Morphe Mist Spray just to set myself up to put on my highlighter. My highlighter is the High Impact highlighter in the color Spark. I'm going to take my fan brush and I'm going to put it on, and you'll probably notice, I try not to make a face, but I noticed that it's just a little bit too bright. Just a little bit too bright for me. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to go in with a more golden tone one just to tone it down a little bit and make it complement my skin a whole lot more. Next, I'm going to take that golden bronzy highlighter shade in the Ruby Kiss contour palette, and I'm just going to put it over Spark just so that it's not, as ashy, and it's toned down and it goes well with my skin. Alright, I'm going to start with my Cupid's bow with this dark brown lip liner. I don't really know the name of it. It's one of those like drugstore situations that you just go pick up and the name is kind of rubbed off. But when I see it again, I will definitely let you guys know. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips, and then I'm going to take the Milani liquid lipstick in Covet number 19, and I'm just going to go over that liner. It's like a chocolate brown, and I just kind of like how the two of them look together. I like to mix them. I do. Alright, now I'm going to take another Milani liquid lipstick in Precious number 11, and I'm just going to put that on the center, and this is just going to kind of ensure that the color lasts long because I'm going to put a MAC lipstick on top of it. Now, I believe this is MAC Pink Pout, but I can't seem to find it right now. But I think this is MAC Pink Pout. And I put it on, and I just kind of blend it in with the brown. Pinks and browns for brown girls are definitely a thing. Check it out if you haven't. And I'm going over with the Urban Decay lip gloss. This is like something I got from Sephora, but I thought it was cute. I never found a reason to use it before, but today I'm using it. Alright, you guys, I'll be back in one sec. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this look. I hope you did too. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Hit the bell notification if you want to get updated when I post. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I'm so glad to get back into this. Don't forget to follow me on all social sites on Facebook and IG. I'm Catherine Patrice.